Hi folks, welcome to GoRacer.com's coverage of the Ohio Valley Conference Men's Golf Championship. Dave Winder here with you. With Eddie Hunt, the Murray State men's golf coach. We're going to visit with Coach Hunt here about the prospects of winning another OVC championship. But first, here's the details on when it's going to happen. April 25th through the 27th, again at Greystone Golf Club. It'll be the fourth straight year that the OVC Men's Championship has been held at Greystone, and the Racers looking to return to the winner's circle for the first time since 2010. And Coach Hunt joins us here now in his 11th season as the head men's golf coach at Murray State. And Coach, about this time of year, you play your final tune-up, which was this week down at Hermitage in Nashville, and then you get ready for the big prize, and the pot of gold at the end of it is that the team winner gets to go to the NCAA tournament.
Well, it's kind of unique with the OVC that the only way you normally get into the NCAA tournament, you have to win the championship. And we do have you do get at-large bids sometimes, but at our level, it's really tough to do that.
And yeah, that's the goal right now, is to play 3 days of great golf at Greystone and get it done. Your team did that in 2010. Patrick Newcomb, your #1 player right now, was the only guy that was on that team. What can he do this week to kind of get the rest of the guys in that mindset to win a championship?
Pat's been through the wars. Murray State's going to lose a great golfer in Patrick Newcomb. I mean, he's done everything that we've asked of him. He's a great leader, a great player, a local kid. Of course, his brother was a great player for us 3 years ago. He's had a great season. I really feel like that Patrick is right in the hunt again for Player of the Year, which he won last year. He's won 2 times. He's got the best scoring average in the OVC. He's got a great ranking in the golf stat. He's got, I think, the 13th best average in the country. So I could go on and on about Patrick. And he loves the challenge. I think he looks forward to it. And so I think we'll see some great things out of Patrick for this tournament. We have another senior who's been playing really well, Hunter York. Again, a local kid from Hardin, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And both of them played at Marshall County.
Played at Marshall County. Both won the state championship at Marshall County. So we've been very fortunate to have those type of kids at Murray State. But Hunter's had a great year. I really think that Hunter's got a very good shot of being one of the OVC conference players of the one we elect 10 all conference players. I think he's really got a good shot of doing that. He's got one of the best averages in the conference. And then we've got a couple of freshmen playing this year, and
Well, first let's go to senior Tyler Brown.
And we have a 5th-year senior, Tyler Brown,
Kansas City,
who is his 2nd year to play in the OVC. And Tyler's been up and down, had a great fall season, and Tyler will be the first one to admit he struggled a little bit in the spring, but Tyler is a very capable player. I think Tyler can kind of be the wild card for us. If Tyler plays like he's capable, I think we can really be in the hunt and have an opportunity to win the tournament.
Okay, well then let's go now to the 2 freshmen who have, one of them's been with you the entire time from the fall into the spring as far as being in the starting lineup. That's Preston French. And then Jared Gosser has exerted himself this spring. Tell me about those 2 guys.
Well, I've been really pleased with Jared. Jared's, again, a freshman. His brother played for us for 4 years, who graduated last year. He came in, I think, with a great reputation of being a good player. He struggled a little bit in the fall, which is that's common for freshmen coming in a program like ours and Division I program. And he kind of got off track a little bit, but he got back in the lineup in the spring. In the last 3 tournaments, he's played really strong. I think he'll be a really good #5 player for us. And I'm not. We play him in order, but I don't know if you can say he's the 5 player. He fits in the mix with the rest of us, and I look for a good tournament from Jared.
And then tell us about Preston French.
And Preston is from Lexington, Kentucky. I think Preston's got a great opportunity of making an all-newcomer team. I think he's in the running to be Freshman of the Year. It's unusual that Preston's one of the few freshmen that I've had over the years that's played in every tournament this year. All 12 of our tournaments, and that's unusual, because it's hard to come into an established program and play as a freshman, especially to play every tournament. And I think he's played steady all year, and I think he'll have a good tournament.
Okay, well that's a look at the starting 5 for the Racers. They'll be teeing it up at Greystone, and we'll talk about Greystone here in just a minute. But first, let's just take a look at some of the history for Murray State men's golf. And of course, you can't talk about Murray State men's golf without mentioning the architect of the program from the very start, Buddy Hewitt, that you took over from in 2001. What a great job Buddy did, a Hall of Famer, and some of this is reflective of what he did as well. But when we talk about Murray State team titles, and this is since OVC started playing men's golf in 1949, there was a 1971 championship. In 1987, the Racers won it at Miller Memorial, their home course, which corresponded to Chris Carlson being a medalist at the same time. The Racers won it in 1991 in Lexington, and then Eddie Hunt broke through with his first championship in 2010, which was at Greystone. And then you take a look at the medalists. Unlike the women's program that probably has more team championships than individuals, the Racer men's program, they've got all kinds of guys that have won this individually, all the way back to 1962 and 63 with Billy Graham. And then you see Chris Piggott in there in 1971. He's a Murray State Hall of Famer. We mentioned Chris Carlson in 1987, but then recently Adam Grogan, who's still a great player.
A local Murray kid, played at Murray High.
1996. And then Brandon Henson won it the year before you took over, which was Coach Hewitt's last year, a great player from Mayfield. And then Nick Newcomb, 2 years, and I'm pretty sure the 2008 tournament was at Paducah Country Club. He had a hole-in-one in that one. I remember that. But anyway, that's a great list of champions and championships.
Well, and Brandon Henson from Mayfield is a cousin of Patrick Newcomb. So
I didn't know that.
It is it's a very very golfing family. In fact, Brandon's brother Brian also played at Murray State. So
Brian.
we've had Brian and Brandon from Mayfield, and Patrick and Nick from Benton, and all played and was really good players at Murray State. That says something about our local golfing scene.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Greystone. I've got a few pictures that I've taken of the course from over the years. Of course, it's on the former site of a granite quarry there, just an outstanding scenic area. As a matter of fact, the quarry is still going on next door, and you can kind of hear the machines droning over there. You can't see it because they've got trees everywhere, but you know, it's just such a great championship golf course. They can stretch it out to nearly 7,000 yards, and maybe just a tick over that, which is basically what Division I programs will play.
Well,
this is a course that if you get in the fairway, you can score.
Well, and the course is always in great shape. So it's always your fairways. The greens are always good. They've got the 3 finishing holes, you know, are probably as tough a finishing holes that we'll see all year. I don't care where we go play, Florida, wherever. 16 is a really tough par 3. 17 is a kind of a risk reward hole. You can birdie it or you can bogey it, double bogey it, par 5 with water on the left. Right? And then 18 is really the #1 handicap hole on the course. It's par 4. So you've got a par 3, a par 5, and a par 4. And last year, I hate to say it, but those 3 holes was kind of our downfall because we were actually leading the tournament coming up to that hole on the second day. And we did not play them very well, and Jacksonville State played them extremely well. And so they gained some strokes on us. And we actually played better the last day, but we could not make up those strokes that we lost. So we're aware of those holes this year, I can tell you.
Yeah. Well, maybe just take them one shot at a time. Well, Coach Hunt is among the best golf coaches in the country. His players love him, and they will all say that you're the master motivator. So what great speech are you going to give your guys before they play?
I think the key really for our tournament success. We've got, you know, it's a team sport. You know, you play individually, but you know when the final verdict is in, you add up 5 scores. You take the 4 best, and you do that for 3 different days. If all of our players play up to their capabilities, then I think we've got an extremely good chance of winning the tournament. Now, I'll be honest. Austin Peay has played extremely well this spring. Now, in the fall season, we played really well. I thought we played as well as anybody in the conference. Then the spring came in, and all of a sudden Austin Peay won a couple of big tournaments. They've got a couple of really good players that's played well. So I really do think going in, they're the favorite. Then I think us and maybe Jacksonville State would be the next level. But we play with Jacksonville State. I think we play. They've got a really good player, and he's always in the hunt. But I think it could be a really competitive tournament this year.
Okay, well, you tee it up on Saturday.
Thursday.
No, Thursday, Friday.
Now, the way they
Saturday.
play the tournament, when we start the tournament, the top 3 teams from last year tee off last, and they work their way down. So we'll be in the group with Jacksonville State and Austin Peay, which I like.
Yeah.
And so we get to play the first day with them. And then the second day, you tee off depending on how you finish the first day. So if you finish at the bottom of the pack, you'll tee off early and you work your way down. But I think if we can get off to a good start, that's always a key. You can't, you won't win the thing on the first day, but you can really get behind. But I think if we play well, I'm glad we're playing with what we consider the leaders, that we could get in the mix and have a good tournament.
All right,
and
Coach.
I'd encourage everybody to come down. I mean, it's just an hour and 45-minute drive from Murray, and we do have some boosters come down. A lot of the parents come down, and the kids really enjoy that support. So.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck.
All right, thank you very much.
Head Coach Eddie Hunt getting ready for the OVC Men's Golf Championship, and we'll say goodbye and be looking for results and pictures and video on GoRacers.com while the tournament's going on. We'll see you next time.